Yay. Mwah. Well, welcome to your yoga practice. And just as we enter into practice, I want to say, you guys who are here and whoever's doing this practice later on, you have a practice and you've been doing this for a while. And, just that great reminder that we practice for the sake of practice. It's not that we want to be amazing yogis. Listen, if that happens on the path, it will. But I mean, be able to balance on our hands or any of those things that maybe we strove for at one point. It's just this great reminder that this practice is the practice of aging well and keeping everything lubricated and flowing well. So I just want to remind you why you're here, so we can enter into this, next phase of life as connected as we can be. All right. The other thing I want to say is today is Jewish New Year. It's Rosh Hashanah, the head of the year. And, this is a time where we really invite in quiet dogs and wishes for a sweet new year. This is wishes for a sweet new year. And to take that into, we have a new moon today. We want to invite in wellness and health and all of that good stuff. And what a great way to embrace all that, but with your yoga practice. So, all right, well, welcome to your practice. I'm just going to grab my bolster to sit on. Sit however you're comfortable. I'm going to change the cross of the legs as we start. Good. And we'll just start sitting in your wholeness. Just let your hands rest. So Rachel, you can come sit beside me if you like. Yes. And then just let your eyes close. Take a few breaths. Feel yourself sitting on the floor. Feel into the air around you. Just opening your ears to the sounds you hear. And then feeling the movement of your breath. And we invite the senses to begin to draw inward so that we listen to our breath. Notice any tension in your face, your jaw, even your eyes. And just as you are with your eyes closed, press your sit bones down, feel yourself lengthening tall. Crown of the head lifting. And moving with your breath. So staying as you are as you inhale. And on your exhale, bringing the palms together in front of your heart space as you bow your chin with reverence and invitation and open to possibility and to experience. And we'll start with this invocation. You'll just repeat what I'm saying to yourself, either quietly or out loud if you wish. I state your whole name. Enter into this practice with reverence, with presence, with opening to a greater self-love, self-knowledge. And into that, friends, we'll take a nice big breath in. Breathe out. And we'll breathe in for 3 ohms. Bowing your chin, place your hands on your thighs, lift your chin and open your eyes. Okay. All right, guys, so we're going to start standing, and you can just clear your mats of any of your stuff. We are going to come back onto our backs in a moment, but we'll just start standing, and maybe at the front of your mat, we'll just run through very nice sun salute. So if you like blocks, you can grab your blocks. Otherwise, we'll just run through two very slow sun salutes. So start by looking at your feet and that they're a comfortable distance apart and you're pointing straight. Take your hands to your hips and just press down a little bit into your hips, just a little bit, and lengthen yourself tall. And then we'll just start to maybe lift the toes and then the heels, just rocking front to back on your feet a few times. Good. That's it. And then bringing your feet down, release your arms down by your sides. And we're just going to roll the feet out. As you do that, turn your palms out. And so you're on the outer edges of your feet, and then roll the feet in. My toes are lifted as I do this, and now the palms are just turned. And just do that a few times. Rachie, close the door. Oh, I have dog duty for him. So just rolling the ankles in and out, turning the hands a few times. Good. All right. And then bring your feet into your center, palms face forward. On your next inhale, lift your shoulders up to your ears. And as you exhale, take the shoulders back and down. Maybe open your mouth as you exhale. Let's do that one more time. So roll the shoulders up as you inhale. Take them back and down as you exhale. Good. And then just be here for a moment. Open your hands, stretch your fingers, press your feet down. If you want to lift your toes, that's always an invitation. Good. And then on your inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky, open up, look up. And as you exhale, stay standing, just release the arms down, bring the palms together in front of your heart. Inhale, sweep up, look up, reach up. And exhale, hands together at the heart. Inhale. And exhale, this is the last one we're going to do standing. This time as you inhale, sweep up, open up, look up. And as you exhale, bend your knees, take your hands down, touch the earth. Good. And then on your inhalation, lift your chin, your heart, your chest. Then exhale and fold. And we're just going to do that 2 more times. So just inhale, lengthen. And keep a bend in your knees if that's helpful. And last time. Good. Okay, take your hands either side of your feet. We're going to step the left foot all the way to the back. I'm going to wiggle it, find your lunge here. Maybe take the right knee forward as you push the left heel back. Keep the left hand on the floor, reach the right arm up, inhale. Good. And exhale. And down. Okay, I'm going to step back to plank. So it could be downward dog and it could be on your knees. So whichever one, I'm just going to be in plank for 1 breath. Okay, knees to the floor. Take your hips back to child's pose. And I'm going to keep my toes tucked under here. So it's just a modified child's pose. And on your next inhale, you'll round up through cat. Let the mid belly come up first. Take you up to your hands and your knees. Good. Exhale, downward facing dog. And in this dog, at first dog, pedal your feet or move in any way. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Okay, we're going to walk our hands back to our feet. You can do that however you need to do that, meaning bend your knees, be playfully curious, and we just fold down. Good. All right, we'll sit down on the legs, so bend your knees, take your arms out to the side, inhale, come all the way up, touch your palms. Exhale, open the arms out to the side, hands in front of your heart. And then with great reverence, you're going to walk to the front of your mat and notice which foot wants to go first, do the opposite. And really take your time. Feel each step. So much happens when we just walk. There's a balance. And once you get to the front, just be on both feet for a moment. And then release your arms down by your sides, palms face out. Smile. Breathe. And inhale, sweep up. And exhale, open the arms out, fold. And bend your knees if that's what you need. Inhale, lift, heart, chin. Exhale, fold. Let's do that 2 more times. So it's kind of a halfway, a little bit. Yeah, somewhat. Do my Rachel's got her hands on the calves here, or on your shins. That's good. Good too. Okay, now we come down. You bring your hands either side of your feet. Right foot comes back. Wiggle it as much as you need. And then the left knee comes forward as you push that right heel back. Keep the right hand on the floor. Reach the left arm up. Let's take a twist. Good. Release. Okay, we can step back to plank again. However that works for you is totally fine. Good. Release your knees to the floor. Send your hips back. Modified child's pose again. Take a full breath in. Sigh it out. Good. Okay, we're going to come forward onto hands and knees through cat. So you drop your head, round yourself up, and then exhale to your downward dog. Turn your inner elbows to face out, and then you actually press the heels of the hands down and away. Maybe you can spread your fingers a little bit. Take a look at your feet. And press your heels towards the floor as best as you can. Good. Okay. Just going to come forward a little bit and take the right knee down. So it just comes down. I'll tuck the right toes under. Turn your left foot flat. Turn your right hand out a little bit. Reach the left arm up. Look up. Be here. You feel like balance. You can lift the left leg up. Balance. Good. Okay. Both hands on the floor. And I'm just going to step back with the right foot and put the left knee down. Good. Turn the left hand out a little bit. Drop your right foot. Reach the right arm up. And just be here. Take your belly in a little bit. Maybe you can lift this right leg, but it doesn't matter. Be present. Beautiful. All right. Both hands down. Good. Let's take both knees down. And we'll just have the tops of the feet on the floor. We're going to come to sit. If you need to keep your hands on the floor, that's fine. Otherwise, sit here for a moment. Turn your palms up. One more breath. Good. Okay. I'm going to come onto the back. So you can just come onto your back any way you like. Beautiful. Otherwise, I'm going to take the hands down. I'm going to take a little downward dog. Let's feel this. Okay, I'm going to jump my feet through. So I lift the heels, bend the knees, give a little jump, and then maybe come down. But however you do it is all fine. Okay, on the way down, maybe you need a blanket for your head. So put that there. And let's grab a strap. We'll just set it aside. And have your blocks nearby too. That's a nice thing. Yes. All right. And then we'll just come to lie down. And if you need anything else, you're going to put it there. And take a moment and just receive the floor. So I have the knees bent, hands on the low tummy maybe. Good. Okay. So let's start with the left knee. We'll bring the left knee in, interlace your fingers. Just hug it in and out a few times. And my right leg is still bent. It just gives you a little bit of access to maybe the tailbone moving and letting this left knee come in a little more. Yes. Now hug this left knee in as much as you can. And you might even walk your hands down your shin a little bit. And then if you'd like to straighten your right leg, go for it. See if you can keep that left knee in, drop your shoulders, smile. Good, one more breath. Nice. Okay, we're going to take the hands behind the thigh, and I'm going to straighten the leg up, and it doesn't have to go straight. It could stay bent. Just going to point and flex your foot a few times. Just watch it. Breathe. Notice if like maybe things have stiffened up since the last time you were on your mat. Good. All right, and I'll take it to a circling of this ankle a few times and then switch. Okay. I'm going to flex the foot, press the heel up, and I'm going to press this left thigh into the hands like it wants to go away. Just do your best. Okay, notice if you're lifting up here more into cow pose. If you can anchor your sit bones towards the floor. Good. All right, bring the knee back in. We're going to give it a little kiss. So you draw your belly in. As you inhale and as you exhale, lift your head and chest. See if you can kiss your knee or touch your forehead or just blow it a kiss. Good. And then release. And we'll just let the leg come out all the way. Take your arms over your head. Good. Okay, so with your arms over your head, guys, your palms are facing up. If your elbows are bent, it's fine. Do what you need to do. Okay, I'm just going to take my hands to face you. I'm going to take the left thumb over top of the right and just hook the thumb pads together. Like a little, if you were doing a butterfly, you know, what's that? Shadow play. Feel that. And now press the thumbs into, as if you want to pull the arms apart, and you're just, the right arm is moving to the right, left arm to the left, but the thumbs are hooked. Good. One more breath. Maybe you flex your feet. And then release and just rest. Let your feet flop, let your arms flop. And one breath in. And as you breathe out, you're going to bend your knees, place your feet on the floor. Take a full inhale. And on the exhale, right knee comes into the chest. Change the interlace of your fingers. And you can rock this knee in and out a few times. Just feel. Okay, and I'm going to use this bent left leg to help me bring this right knee in a little closer. You're really going to hug it in. Now you can straighten your left leg if so desire. Just hugging that in, soften your shoulders, soften your smile. Good. One more breath. Nice. And then we'll just take the hands behind the thigh. Yes. And we'll straighten the leg up to the ceiling. And then we'll just start to point and flex this foot a few times. Let the toes be involved. No tension in your face, friends. Good. All right, and we'll start to roll this ankle around in one direction. And then change direction. Good. All right, then we bring the foot into its flex. So I press the heel up, push the thigh into the hands as if it wants to go away. Breathe here. Good. And then bring the knee back in. Change your opposite, interlace your fingers. Now we're going to give it a little hug and a kiss. So draw your belly in as you inhale. And as you exhale, lift your head and chest up. Give it a kiss, hug it in. And then release. Both arms out, arms over your head. Just let everything rest. Okay, open your hands. This time we're going to put the right thumb on top of the left, and you hook the thumb pads. Fingers are nice and wide, and then you, as if you want to take the arms apart, flex your feet, breathe, and then let it go. Good. All right. Stay here as you inhale. On your exhale, bend your knees, maybe one at a time, both at the same time. You're gonna heel toe the feet apart, and we'll just come to our good friend windshield wiper. Hello, windshield wiper. How are you? Let your hips move. Just let everything be free here. Notice any tension in your hands, any tension in your face. Good. Okay. So the next time both knees drop over to the right, we're going to leave them there. You're going to take your left foot and just pop it over top. So it's just going to come over your right leg. I'm going to take the right hand and see if I can hold on to this leg. Maybe you can hold on to the leg, maybe the foot, or maybe nothing. You just reach as if you're holding. You're going to open the left arm out to the side and turn and look to the left. If you can hold your foot, hold anything here, great. If not, it's fine. You do have your strap nearby too. Okay, left hip is probably coming up. Open it away. And one more breath. Good. And then release your arms back out to the side. So we're gonna do the second side. So I'll take the left leg back, bring it all the way back to where it was. Yeah, then both knees up. Knees over to the left, and now you take your right leg and just pop it all the way over. Maybe the left hand can hold the foot. I'm going to hold underneath the inner edge of the foot, or maybe the outer edge, maybe the leg, and then turn your head to the right. Okay, this left hip, this is your right hip. Just let it pull away a little bit. Flex into your feet. Breathe. Good. And then release and just take that right leg all the way back to where it was. So you can lift the knees up. And here we are. Okay, let's bring both knees into the chest. We'll just hug them in and out a few times. Just rock them in and out. Good. Okay. Nice. All right, I'm just gonna hug the knees in. Soften into this, flex your feet a little bit. So soften in means let the shoulders go, tuck your chin a little bit. And take one more breath. Good. Okay, we're gonna come into this side to side twisting thing we've done a few times. I'm gonna bring the knees over the hips. The feet are in line with the knees. Take the arms out. And then just feel how this is for you. If you need to put something in between your knees, sometimes that's helpful. Okay, you can turn your palms down and then start to just take the knees over maybe halfway to the right and halfway to the left. Just start slow. See how that is. And you might just stay here or start to take the knees almost to the floor and up and over. And we'll just do this a few times. Yes. Okay, whatever pace you're doing the work. Good. All right, I'm just gonna do maybe a few more. We started off on the right, so next time you get to the left, let that be your last one. We'll bring the knees up, we'll straighten the legs out, take the arms, readjust, and take the arms over your head. Take a nice big stretch. Good. Okay. All right, I'm just going to do a very quick Supta Pada. So you'll grab your strap, and we'll start with the left leg again. I'm just going to put the strap on the balls of the feet and lift the leg up. Okay. And then just find that place where you can pull down on the strap a little bit, and you're also pushing the thigh back, like the same thing when you had your hands behind your thigh. So imagine that it's there. And at the same time, you're also bringing the leg forward. There's a lot that happens here. So see how this is. If you need to bend your right leg, do that. Just find a little bit of a stretch happening. One more breath. Good. Okay, so we're going to open the strap. We'll take your hands, just open your strap, depending how long your strap is. And we'll move the left foot over to the right. It's just going to trace over the strap. And then it will go up and over to the left. So you're getting a little foot massage as the strap just slides over. Maybe it's the sole of your foot now. Just let it be free and move. And you can let your right leg also move as it will. So just feel this a few times. Good. All right. The next time your leg comes over to the left, we're going to keep it there. And I'm just going to take the left hand to hold both sides of the strap. So the right hand comes out to the side. Maybe the left elbow comes down. I'm going to flex through the foot. And you pull the leg up if that's there. You just be here. Good. Okay, soften anywhere you can through the right shoulder. Good. Let's take one more breath. Good. And then we'll just bring the leg up. And I'm just going to take both hands into that starting position on the strap. Draw the leg towards you if you can, or wherever it needs to be. Good. All right, I'm going to take the right leg and just put it into the strap, and then take the left leg out and find that first position. So you'll take the strap to the balls of the feet, hold on to the strap. Maybe the leg is straight, maybe it's a little bent. You have to feel for yourself, you know, where do I find, I can feel a stretch happening, but I can still smile and breathe nice. And pressing that thigh back as if your hands are holding it. And at the same time, you're pulling on the strap a little bit. Good. Okay, soften your belly, friends. Sometimes that takes a lot of attention. Good. Okay, slide your hands along the strap. And then when you're ready, you'll take the leg out to the right. Just let it slide over the strap and then up and over. You just do that a few times. So the strap might move to the middle arch of your foot. And that is just great. Good. Okay, so I'm going to do one more swinging through. And then the next time the leg comes over to the right, I'm going to just keep it there. And I'll use the right hand to just hold both straps. Left arm can come out. Just breathe here. Maybe the right elbow comes down to the floor. That might be helpful. Good. Breathe here. Nice. All right. And then we'll bring the leg up. Just come back to that starting position. You can move them. And just breathe here. I can do this on the other side, but we're going to do it. So let's lift up and we'll see if we can bring ourselves toward this knee. So we'll take the belly in and up. And as you exhale, lift your head and chest. And you might let go of the strap here and just hold the leg. See what feels better. Good. Okay, release. Let's change legs. So we'll bring the left leg in, right leg out. And then give yourself a moment. You have a breath, and then you breathe in, take the belly in and up. And as you breathe out, bring yourself up towards this leg. You can hold on to the leg if that's better. Oh, beauty. Nice. Good. And then we'll release the leg, set your strap off to the side. Let's just take a moment. Good. Okay. I'm going to bring the knees into your chest, maybe one at a time at the same time. Hug in. This time we're going to open the knees out to the side. You just use your hands and then pull the knees up towards your shoulders and back. You let your tail go for a ride here. Just draw it in and out. Good. All right. Well, happy baby comes next here. You grab hold of your feet, or maybe you go, you take your arms underneath and then grab. That's a little bit more leverage to drop the knees towards your outer shoulders. But if that's not available, we only work with what we are presented with. Good. Drop your shoulders. One more breath. Good. Okay. Bring the knees. Actually, let's open the legs out to the side since we've kind of done that already. So I take the hands to the inner inside of your calves or the inner thighs and just let the legs open. Okay. One more breath. Good. And then bring the knees into your chest, hug them in. Okay, friends. So from here, I'm going to rock and roll myself up to sitting. And if you want to rock over to the side and do it that way, that's fine. Otherwise, maybe take some extra rock and rolls or just one, that's fine too. Good. And then when you come upright this time, just take a moment to just sit, however that is. Just feel whatever is coming in. Okay. All right. And then we'll just turn around, come back to your hands and your knees. I'm going to move this blanket out of the way. And we're going to come into cat-cow. If you need a blanket under your knees, that's where you're going to put that. All right. I'm going to tuck the toes under, press the hands down. Just start in this neutral place. So you're not quite cat, not quite cow. Feel your head is like in line with your spine. Back of the head is in line. Good. Take one more breath here in neutral, full breath in, and a full breath out. And on your next inhale, drop your belly down, lift your chin, look up. And exhale, curl it in. And just moving at your own pace. Do that a few times. Feel your shoulders moving, your belly, your spine, your tail. And you can close your eyes if you like. Okay. That's it. Okay, let's do one more. And then we'll come back to neutral. Just hang out in neutral for a full breath in and a full breath out. And then we're just going to do a around the world cat-cow. So as you inhale, drop your belly, look up. And as you exhale, shift your belly over to one side, round up. You're just going to start to match your breath with this motion. So feel you're moving your whole body. It helps to close your eyes. Do that. We'll just do one more circle here. Listen to all your cracks and everything else, and then reverse and circle the opposite way. And just ask yourself, can I go more? Am I holding back? Good. Okay. And then we'll just come back to neutral. I'm going to tuck the toes under, shift your hips back. I'm coming to sit on the heels. Be kind to yourself. That's not happy. Sometimes it can seal up like that. If you did this before and we took 3 weeks off of yoga, you didn't do this, you come back, you're like, oh my goodness. And it's just that indication of how quickly things can change. Take one more breath. Good. Okay. I'm going to come back to hands and knees, and we'll give these feet a little wake up. We're going to take a diagonal cat-cow. So I'll tuck the toes under again. Good. And then from here, let's just go slow. So as you exhale, shift your hips over to the right and send them back. Wherever they go, you might look over your left shoulder. And then you'll come up and we're just going to shift the hips to the left a little bit, and you'll look over to the right. So you just feel like you're moving at this angle. And we'll add in the cat-cow, which is, maybe the spine rounds up and then it drops. You just feel, it's not a huge movement because it's not linear. So feel this. Let's do one more. Let your feet move as they need to, friends. Good. And then we'll come to neutral, pause in neutral. And then take your hips over to the left. And then you shift yourself to the right. So you're just moving and feeling, exploring, noticing where things get tight and stiff. Good. Let's do one more. Good. Okay, and then come back to neutral. From neutral, I'm going to walk my hands forward a little bit, make it longer. And we're just going to go through cat-cow, but forward and back. So as you inhale, drop your belly, shift yourself forward to this modified plank almost. And then exhale, round, then take it back. And just do this a few times so you're really moving front to back in a way that is helpful and feels good. You're just extending the breath. Good. All right, I'm going to do one more, forward and back. Good. And then stay with your hands and your feet the way they are. Maybe the knees come together. I'm going to step that left foot, the outside of the left hand. So do what you need to. Turn your right hand out a little bit. Now you can keep the right knee on the floor, lift it up. I'm going to take this left arm up. And now I'm going to use this. I'm going to reach back, head back, really push through the right heel if it's lifted. Good. And then release, come back. I'm going to step back to plank. You know, it could be hands and knees, could be child's pose. One breath. Good. Lower your knees to the floor. Bring your knees together. Right foot's going to step to the outside of the right hand as best as you can. Yes. Okay, drop your hips forward. Turn the left hand out a little bit. Reach this right arm up, and you can lift the left knee if you like. Now open yourself here. Oh, beautiful. Good. Okay, hands down. We're coming for wide-legged. I'm going to walk my hands around. Now I have to adjust my feet. This right foot's back a little bit. So bring your feet into your wide-legged. Beautiful, guys. Yes. Okay, inhale, look up. Exhale and fold down. Whatever that is, you know, if you need to bend your knees, do it. Your hands can be on the floor. Maybe you're on your forearms. It could be on your blocks with your hands or your forearms. Take one more breath here. Good. And then come back up onto your hands. So you're in this like halfway. Okay, I'm going to shift the hips. I'm just rocking the hips. Legs stay straight. Hips are moving to the right. I'm going to look over at my left foot. Anchor the left foot. So you're just moving the hips over. So you're opening. Hopefully you feel a nice stretch the inner thigh. Now shift your hips over to the left. Look at the right foot. Let's do that one more time each side. So hips are moving to the right. I'm looking at the left foot. And now I'm shifting hips to the left, looking at the right foot. Okay, now find neutral. Okay, I'm going to put the right hand underneath my face. Could be on a block. Left hand to your hip. Now lift and find your twist. So you push the right hand down, open. Yeah, the left hand can just sit flat on your sacrum. Good. Okay, now you feel into your legs. Are the hips moving a little bit more to the left? Can you shift them to the right? Take your head back. Good. Okay, release. Left hand down. Right hand maybe to the hip or to the flat of your back. Push the left hand down, twist. And then you feel into your thighs. Am I shifting my hips too much to the right? Can I find some balance here? Take your head back. Good. All right, both hands to the floor. We're just going to take forward fold. So we inhale and exhale and fold. Go wherever, you know, maybe you can hold on to your outer ankles here. You can just pull yourself in between your legs. One more breath. Good. Okay, bring your hands back. Lift your head and your chest. And we're just going to take a warrior two, friends. I'm going to turn my right foot out. I'm going to turn the left heel out. Now I walk the hands around to the right foot. I'm going to keep the right hand down, take your left arm and extend it. Now you use your legs. Come up. Maybe the left arm goes all the way up over your head, comes out. I know you can't see. Both arms out. Now exhale and bend into this knee. Open the knee out so it's more to the outer edge of your foot. Good. Reverse your warrior. Left hand down, right arm up to the sky, and then lean over to the left. One more breath. Back to warrior two. One more breath. Okay, now you're going to straighten your legs, reach both arms up to the sky. Turn your right foot in, left foot out. Pop that right heel out. Then open your arms out to the side. Bend into your left knee. Open the left knee out. Nice and strong through your back leg. Yes. Okay, reverse. Right hand drops. Left arm up to the sky. And we lean to the right. Good. You can look up. One more breath. And then back to warrior two. You look at your left fingernails. Again, we're just going to windmill both hands down to the floor, either side of the left foot. Pop your right heel up, step back, downward dog. Good. Take one more breath. Good. Okay, lower your knees to the floor. Good. All right, we're coming back to cat-cow. So just go for it. Come into your cat-cow a few times. Okay. And then drop down into cow. So your belly's dropping, you're looking up. So your tailbone's lifted. Toes are tucked under. Take your hips back towards your heels. Now you're going to tuck your chin. Roll yourself up to sitting, like from the cat pose. Okay, take your right hand back. Lift your left arm up, maybe the hips lift. One breath. And then release. We're just going to switch hands. So you do this however works for you. Left hand down, right arm up, hips up. Good. Come back. Both hands down. Hands and knees. Let's give these feet a little wake up. And then we're just going to roll over the toes, friends, and come into squat. So just tuck the toes under, walk the hands back. And you could be, you could have your heels are lifting, you can throw your blanket underneath. Maybe you jump your feet wider apart. See if we can bring the heels down. Maybe the hands come up off the floor, maybe they reach up, maybe they come together, Feel what is good for you right now. Soften your tail, one more breath. Okay, I'm going to come to sit. So I bring the hands together, tush comes down, and maybe yes, maybe no. Stretch your legs out. Good. Okay, so we're going to stay like this. If you want to sit on your blanket, go ahead. Or maybe I'm not going to say that, I'm going to actually do it. Okay, so we're sitting up. If this is okay for you, you make it nice. Just perching on the blanket. The sit bones are actually off the blanket. Don't worry too much about that. Okay, we're going to come into Shavasana or tree pose. Sitting down, take your right leg in, flex your left foot. Just breathe here, open your chest, look at your toes, drop your jaw. We're going to fold forward. So if you like to use your strap and it's handy, you could put the strap over the foot and then just bring yourself forward. But you might not need that. So from here, maybe you walk your hands, you feel, oh, there's the stretch. That's my spot. And your spot could be without even doing anything. So be very open and receptive. Breathe here like you're doing nothing. Soften where you can. Smile. One more breath. And then walk your hands back as you come back upright. And we'll just come back to that sitting for a moment. So take the hands back, lift yourself. Yes. Okay, right hand's going to walk behind, left hand's coming over for twist. So wherever it needs, maybe it needs to be on the floor, be kind. And then exhale and twist. And look over your shoulder. Okay. All right, one more breath. Good. All right, release yourself back. We're going to take Las Vegas Showgirl. So maybe the right leg moves out a little bit. I'm going to take the right hand down, turn the left foot flat. Your strap is in the way, and then rock it up. And we kind of did this already. So feel free to move your right foot wherever your knee needs. Good. Okay, I'm just going to rock myself back. I'm going to lift that left leg. If you did that last time, maybe you take the hand down, find the top of the foot and open. But wherever you are, take 2 more breaths. Good. And then release. You've got to find your way back the way you came in. So you end up sitting. Good. All right, stretch the legs out. Take a breath. Feel that. All right, tree pose, second side. So bring the left leg in. And then the left foot is flexed. If you need a blanket underneath, I hope you're doing that. Good. Okay, so start here nice and tall. And then as you exhale, slowly walk yourself in. And you just feel, where is that stretch? And just be there. Wherever that is. And feel yourself softening in. Any tension you're holding in your face, your smile, your third eye, just release it here if you can. Okay. And then moving in your way, you'll inhale to come up, and maybe as you exhale, you go straight into the twist. You just feel. Okay, what are your feet doing? Don't let them go to sleep. Keep them active. Good. One more breath in. And then release. Come back to your center. We're going to go Las Vegas showgirl. Or showboy, I should say, show person. So open it up. Take the left hand down. And then you just bring yourself up. Okay, I'm just turning myself. It's all fine. So put your left foot where you need it, friends, so your knee is healthy and happy. And then maybe the right leg lifts. Maybe you find the top of the foot and you press. Good. All right, and then release. And we're just going to come to sit on, I'm going to sit on both heels. You sit whatever way would make sense. Take a moment. I said we're going to use a chair, and here we are, no chair. I made Rachel bring one up from the basement. Okay, we're not going to use the chair. I'm going to take you into a little bit of a restorative place before we move into Shavasana. Okay, that's great. It's all good. All right, you're going to take your bolster, and if you don't have a bolster, then you just lay down some blankets, and then I'm going to take my 2 blocks, and I'm just going to put them one in the middle. That will be for your chest, and one for your head, just like that. Okay, and then you can take your blanket, if you're very delicate and the blocks aren't happy, you can always put a blanket over top. Okay, and then I'm going to show this 2 ways. So the first way is just come to sit behind it, and then you'll lie down, and hopefully the block in the middle is going to rest on your shoulder blades will rest there. If not, you need to adjust. And then the block for your head, you might turn it up. If you need higher. Okay, so that's the first way to come into this. So I know some of you sit in Virasana. And so if you like Virasana, then you would just do the exact same thing, but with the legs coming back. So you decide, oh, that's not good for my knees, Joe. Then you're not going to do that. And then once you're here, we'll let the arms just kind of drop wherever is comfortable. Maybe you can even hold on to your feet if you like. If you're sitting in Virasana, if you're not in Virasana, it's difficult to hold your feet. Okay, so legs can stretch out here. They can stay bent. And we're just going to take a few moments to just rest in here. So make any adjustments you need, friends. If you need higher underneath your head, I just moved my block under the head to the second height. And just feeling your shoulders are supported, your mid back is supported. And you can just release. Let your hands be soft. Okay, if this is not comfortable with the blocks, you can just do this without the blocks. Just lie over your bolster. Otherwise, we're just receiving this lift of the chest, support of the head, this waterfall effect of the breath. Okay, notice if your eyes are very active, then you may want to just take your palms and just rub your hands together and then rest your palms over your eye socket completely, just as a way of resting the eyes. Our eyes are always on high alert. Your eyes are connected, obviously to the optic nerve deeply, but there's also so many muscles. Your eyes are connected to your smile so deeply. The temple space. Okay, so we're just going to do a little bit of shoulder love, just exactly as you are. Just going to straighten your arms and just lift them up off the floor. And then we're just going to start to fly. So the arms come over the head and maybe down. You want to bring the palms together at your heart like we did at the very beginning. You could even move like that. And just move slow, like feel your shoulders, open your hands, fly with your breath. Whatever way feels good here, just moving the shoulders, moving the arms. Good. Okay, I'm just going to do 2 more, and it could be very slow. If you're going slow, then you have this opportunity to feel so much more. Which side is tighter, which side is looser. Okay, and then we'll just let the hands rest again, just drop in for a few more moments here. If you want to adjust your legs into a different position, then you know you can do that. Soften the jaw. Even feeling maybe here, if you smile, you feel your temples relax and the eyes soften and actually spread out from one corner to the other. Okay. So just stay as you are. Our next pose will be Shavasana. And if you did have a chair, you want to do legs on the chair or legs up the wall, or even just, you'll turn around and move the bolster to support your legs. So however you want to do that. And to come out of this, you could just come straight up to sitting or roll to the side. You can also stay like this for a little bit longer if you like. Okay. Whenever you're ready, friends, you'll just make your way into the Shavasana that speaks to you. So if you've done a lot of hiking, walking, tension in the legs, maybe legs up the wall or legs on your chair might be happy for you. And you can also just turn the bolster around and rest your legs on that. So I'm going to do legs up the wall, and I'll use this bolster underneath my head. And the strap is handy, so I might as well bring that in too and just strap the legs. And so I'll stay in legs up the wall. We have about 6 minutes. So I'll do this for maybe 4 and then Shavasana for the last 2. I'll talk you through that, but you do what feels right. Okay, so belted in the legs. Use the bolster just to support the head, but you could use your blanket. And the belting of the legs is just, so that they stay where they are without effort. You don't have to work at keeping them there. Okay. So however you are, just enter into your restful state. This is, I always like to say, if you think back to your first Shavasana, you're like, what is going on? And maybe it was super challenging. And as you learn more about what is expected in Shavasana, which is to be still and quiet and deeply release, it gets harder. And that's why, it is a sacred practice, to practice how to rest, to notice the places in your body that naturally want to be tense. And that could even just be the thinking mind. Doesn't want to relax. And so these are just things to notice. Oh, okay, I see you. And just by acknowledging the presence of tension, of stress that we naturally hold without even being aware of it, that's the practice. We're not trying to get anywhere or really do anything, but to just be very present into the experience. If you need to bring your palms together, rub them and cover your eyes as a way of invoking in this rest or putting an eye pillow on, take the time to do that. As you continue to make your way into this rest, as I said, it is the beginning of the new year in the Jewish tradition, Rosh Hashanah. We just invite in the sweetness. And if I think about this line, and Italians have dolce far niente, the sweetness of doing nothing. You just savor this time you've gifted yourself to just be. Be in the sweetness of this moment. Shavasana. Move into lying flat. You're welcome to stay exactly as you are for the next few moments. Just feeling yourself resting, observing your breath. Just noticing any tensions that you might still be holding on to. Invite your breath to begin to deepen. And when you're ready, start to move your fingers, your toes, your ankles, your wrists. And eventually making your way to just hugging the knees into your chest for a few moments. Just very gently rocking them in and out, or just resting there. And taking your time and whatever else you need, or you roll over to your side for a few moments to just integrate this place in between rest and awake. Coming up to seated when you're ready. Take your time. settling in and just feeling the quality of your breath and the quality of your energy. Just entering into the space the way we did at the very beginning of class. So now your senses, everything is withdrawn. So feel your inhale, and on your exhalation, you join your palms together in front of your heart and bow your chin. With great reverence, acknowledging the intention we set at the beginning of this practice to be present. Pay attention to offer ourselves this act of self-love. On your next inhale, lengthen tall. Stay as you are as you exhale. And we'll join together in our May We Be Blessed mantra and one Om. Inhale. May we be blessed with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. May we be healthy, and may we be happy. We'll seal that with one Om. Inhale. Om Shanti, Om Peace, Om Namaste. Take a full breath in. Breathe it into your hands. Catch your breath. Lift your chin. Open your eyes and offer this to yourself and to each other and to each other. And then take it back. Because we all need it. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for playing yoga and for being here. You honor me with your presence. Yes, so much love, so much love. And yes, Rachel's like, hi, everybody. So have a great rest of your day, friends. And just going to push stop. See you later.